Hi there, it's Stephanie from Mommy Standard Time and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I am just your very, very, very average mom. There isn't a whole lot of super special things about me. I'm not an expert in anything, but I do have a slightly unhealthy obsession with finding the fastest and easiest way to do things. And so on this channel, you'll find tips for doing things more quickly, those mundane tasks of life, and then ways to savor moments with your family. Save minutes, savor moments, that's what I'm about. Also, if you're new here, I am a breast cancer survivor of 3 years, and I am actually waiting for the results of a PET scan. This is my third scan that I've had in the past 3 weeks. I have a different video that goes into more detail about this whole ordeal, so you can check that out. I'll link it above. But basically, I had to have one final scan to see, just to get some more information about a spot that they found on my scapula. So, the name of the game today is distraction. I am just trying to keep my mind and my body occupied so that I don't sit around and eat nervously. So Ladybug and I have a lot of things to do today. First on the agenda, we've got grocery shopping to do. We've got preschool. I do preschool at home with Ladybug. We've got the kids, the big kids are at school. We just got back from a trip, literally just to get out of town for spring break. And we just have some luggage to put away. The house just needs to be tidy. We had it completely cleared out for the dog because we had a neighbor come and check on her and let her out and play with her, feed her. You know, we just wanted her to be able to stay home. So we cleared out the whole house pretty much so that she couldn't get into anything. So the house is in decent shape. There's just a lot of like vacation stuff to put away. A lot of extra treats from Easter I've got to find room for in the cupboards. Just lots of little things to do today. All right, so it's Tuesday. Let's see what we can get up to today. Okay, so here is just a little Winco shopping haul to hopefully get us through the week. I didn't meal plan. We have a ton of stuff in the house already, so this is just filling in what either went bad while we were gone or we had run out of before we left for vacation, but I didn't want to restock right before we left town. So this was a really good deal at Winco. This was like $4.98 for 2 pounds, so that was great. And then I got these. If you have not had these, you are missing out. They are so good. I actually like the turkey better than regular pepperoni. We also got some lunch meat. This was only like 67 cents, and I thought that would be perfect for red beans and rice, so we are gonna do that. Our family loves orange yogurt, but one does not like whips, and one does, so I got a few of those. Both kinds of milk, if you know, you know. And then we have 2 loaves of just cheap bread. Chips, because that's how I can convince everybody to eat sandwiches for lunch. To keep it cheap, so we'd put a little chips in there too. We have eggs and butter. And then for produce, I already had some oranges and apples, so I didn't need much for fruit. Got some bananas. These were only 57 cents each. No, 40 something cents each. So I got these. One will go for the red beans and rice, and the other one I'll probably chop up on a veggie platter. Cucumbers, yellow onion. The romaine hearts were a really good deal, finally. So that was exciting. And then bag of carrots, iceberg lettuce, tomatoes, my red beans for red beans and rice. We have a ton of ground beef, and I think I also have some hamburger buns in the freezer. So we'll do sloppy joes just to get rid of some of that. Mac and cheese, because honestly, I have a feeling there will be a night this week when I just can't even. So we'll do that. Oatmeal is great in the mornings, and then these fresh stacks are perfect for lunch bags because we cannot take reusable lunch bags still to school. And so to kind of cut back on the number of Ziplocs I like these fresh stacks to put in lunches. So there we have it. Now I gotta put it all away so we can do preschool. So I always let Ladybug choose our first activity, and it is almost always this one. It's just a simple counting game that over this past year we have slowly increased the tasks that she does. So now she practices writing her numbers, and she writes the names at the top of the scoreboard and then keeps the score. So it's really fun. We just use an old popper from a trouble game. And yeah, she really enjoys this one. And then usually if I notice that she's had some trouble with any of the numbers, we practice them a few times in a different workbook. And then today we are playing Boom, which is one of my favorites from when I was teaching. We just pull out different letters. She tells me the sounds. If she ends up with enough letters to make a word, we practice reading them. And then if you get boom, you have to put all your letters back, and it just goes on and on while you practice. So now it's time to do laundry. And so when we got back from our vacation, hubby is awesome about remembering to switch the laundry over. He does it all. He does the washing, the drying, the hanging up, the clothes that need to be line dried. He takes care of all of it except the folding. And then I procrastinate the folding. So I have several baskets worth plus some in the dryer. And so what I do is when I have a whole bunch of laundry that needs to be folded, the first thing I do is I sort it by person. It goes so much faster. It's one extra step, but I love it, especially for the older kids. I have these collapsible hampers that just store under my dryer, and I unfold those. I put all of the clothes for each kid in their hamper, and then when they get home from school, that's one of their chores on their chore chart, is they take their basket of laundry down to their room, fold it, and then take the laundry basket back up where it belongs. Anyway, it's a system that works for us. Everybody's involved in one way or another. And then I fold, obviously, any clothes that belong in our bedroom, the towels, the household laundry. But just sorting it by person really cuts it down quite a bit. Okay, I forgot to show this in the Winco haul, but we were picking up a sandwich for the hubby's lunch because we didn't have any bread here at the house after vacation. So while we were there, Ladybug, this was calling her name. Because which is your favorite part, sis?
Egg.
Yeah, the egg. So, I mean, it's a really good price for how much salad and goodies you get. And so we're actually going to share this for our lunch today. Here. Oh, goodness. She got a mask at the library yesterday and has loved wearing that. Okay, so we will split this. You like the egg and I don't. What else do you like? Flurry. I left you at lunch. About halfway through lunch, we had a phone call and I got to it wasn't the phone call we've been waiting for. So basically my heart goes like this every time my phone rings. It was just our neighbor and we just had a good chat about several different things. And so that was nice. And then after lunch, we went to the library just to do a quick drop off. We had a rogue CD that we found for one of the audiobooks that the kids checked out. So we wanted to make sure that made it back to its home. And then we went to a park that Ladybug requested, and there was a little girl there with her mom. And so the girls got to play, we got to chat, and that was fun. And then Ladybug was thirsty and hungry, so we went and got a drink and a snack, and then it was time to get the kids after school. It's amazing how fast the afternoon goes. So at that point, I had to take Buddy to the doctor, and so I dropped off the younger two with the hubby at work. He has an office there, and the girls can hang out just for brief periods. I mean, I would never leave them there for a long time, but this particular appointment was really brief, and it's right up there by where he works. So we were able to do that, and now it's time to start thinking about dinner already. Whew. Then after dinner, we're gonna do haircuts. I have Buddy needs just a little bit of a trim at his hairline. Hubby needs a full haircut.
And what I need.
Do you need a haircut? We might try to cut Ladybug's hair, give her a little trim, but
I want a bob.
girl haircuts stress me out.
I want a bob.
You want a bob? Ooh, that would be lots of work tonight. We'll see.
I love bobs.
Yeah, so she's ready. She's ready to have her spring summer haircut. Her hair has gotten very long. Anyway, so yeah, we're 10 minutes to 5, so I don't think we're gonna get a phone call with test results today. Maybe tomorrow. If I don't hear anything by, well, I'll probably give them all day tomorrow to contact me. If I don't hear anything by Thursday morning, mid-morning is when I will call if I don't hear anything. But anyway, so I feel like we had a successful day of staying busy and occupied. I'll check in with you later. We'll see how much we get done. Right now is chore time. So the kids have grabbed those baskets that I sorted earlier today. They're taking those out of my room. I have a little bit of laundry left up here of mine to fold. And then I wanted to try and get the kitchen tidy just a little bit. We just have, I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but after holidays, especially Christmas and Easter, there's just so much like junk food and candy. Plus I had bought some extra things for our road trip. So the cabinets are just overflowing with junk food that I don't have room for real food. So I was going to try and get in there and kind of organize things a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to have time for that today. Maybe if I stopped yammering on into the camera, I would. But anyway, let's see what we can get done tonight. So I don't normally acknowledge my voiceovers are well after I have filmed these videos, but holy cow, as I'm watching myself make this dinner, I am remembering how emotionally exhausted I was from all of this cancer recurrence business. So please forgive this meal. I had planned on making sloppy joes, but I forgot to thaw the bread. And I thought, you know what, we'll just make tostadas. And it wasn't a ton of ground beef. You're going to see in a minute. You're going to be like, I can't believe that's all the meat she had. I didn't have any refried beans to spread on the tostadas. And I didn't have time to make refried beans. Because at this point, it's like well after 6 o'clock. Hubby's coming home from work. We need to eat. The kids have a very substantial after school snack because we do eat dinner so late. So they're all fine. No one is super hungry. I'm not, because I just am so anxious about the test results. So anyway, as you're watching me prepare this meal and you see the final product, you're going to see that Stephanie just couldn't even today. So anyway, fresh vegetables. I call it a win. I put it all on the table because if you've been around here, you know that we do everything family style. I plop it all on the table and we sit down for a meal. Yeah, I even plopped some fruit on there for good measure. Oh my goodness. You win some, you lose some. So then after dinner, it was time to cut hair. I ended up only cutting hubby's hair and Ladybug's hair because her hair took forever. One of these days, I will be able to afford to send everybody to the salon because it stresses me out. Cleanup wise, I always vacuum first, and then I go back over with my microfiber mop. The dry mop is absolutely fabulous. It picks up every tiny little whisker. It's a must-have. So that was the day. I was able to distract myself until 9:30. I didn't think too much about my test results, and hopefully the results come tomorrow. But if not, we can distract ourselves for another day. We have a video monitor, and she's ready for lullabies. I turn on the lullabies on this monitor. Yes? Yes, I love you. So you turn on these lullabies. She likes them. I don't know why. But the beautiful part is you can turn the volume down, but you can still see that the sound is going on the other side. So after she's asleep, I turn off the lullabies and then just I turn the monitor back on. Anyway, so that's a wrap, you guys. And I will see you next time. If you are new here and you'd like to subscribe, we'd love to have you on this tiny little corner of YouTube. But I'll see you next time.